Man, ain't nothing like another installation day. I feel like it was just not that long ago we were standing in my garage swapping out the speed screen windshield for this eBay double bubble, and now we're going to be swapping out this eBay double bubble windscreen for something else. As you may have already seen kind of in some of the videos that we've done over the last year or two, I had a Road Glide Ultra for a short period of time, and I really enjoyed kind of doing more of that long distance touring highway mile type stuff. Clearly, this isn't a bike that was built 100% with that intention. This bike has a lot of different purposes. It's good at a lot of things, but it was never built with the intention of being a straight mile crusher. I'm not building it to do that either, but I do want to increase my comfort while I'm going down the highway on this bike. So we're going to be swapping this out here. Super simple. It's pretty much 6 bolts, so it shouldn't be that hard to do there. So we're going to be swapping this out with a new windscreen, and man, installation days are the best. So let's open up our package and see what we are looking at here. Safety third. Here you can see we've got our Puig windscreen here for the FZ1. I did run one of their windscreens on my MT-09 a few years back, and I reached out to them, but I did end up paying for this entirely on my own. This is not a sponsored video either. I just wanted to go ahead and buy this just to get it in time and everything like that. So paid for this one on my own here. I was really happy with their windscreen that I had on my previous bike. So I want to see what this is going to look like and feel like on this bike here. I'll go ahead and pull off what's on the bike first, and then we'll go ahead and install this and kind of show you the comparison. So again, just kind of looking at this here, and I'll get this out of the way. You can see kind of where the curvature of the windshield goes. It's kind of straight up. Just for reference, my hand versus where that goes. That actually looks perfect. So it looks like my wrist is very much pretty close to the top of that windscreen there. It's pretty straight up as well when you look at it, the angle of that windshield. You know, it's almost kind of riot shield status straight up. It's not super curved back, not super curved forwards. This was a huge improvement over what I had from that speed screen there, but I think we can do better with this Puig one here. One of the biggest differences that you'll notice right off the bat with this one is it's got these little ears on the side here to help deflect the wind. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that now. Ta-da! All right, so here's the double bubble off the bike here. You can see it's pretty dark. I mean, it was almost, almost impossible to see through. So that was a fear of mine too when picking up my new windshield, is I went with the light smoke, because if you go with a darker finish, you're gonna have a harder time seeing through it. As with this one being taller, you're going to be looking more through the windshield than you used to be on that last one there. And also, if you're tucking to the tank, you're going to be looking through this windshield as well. So that's one of the reasons I went with a lighter finish here. It's their light smoke finish. So you can get these in a variety of colors and tints. You can get them clear. You can get them completely black. So I went with the light smoke, just kind of the best of both worlds there. I want it to look okay, but still perform okay. And let me tell you again, I love working on these more naked bikes and semi-naked bikes. It took me, I don't know, a minute or two to pull these 6 screws off. Didn't have to take anything out of the way. No weird stupid chrome trim or anything like that. Super easy to work on. So let's bust out this new windshield here. That's pretty trick. So it says Phaser, and then we've got their logo on it there. We got some more info there about the type of plastic. I think it is a UV rated plastic. Pretty thick, very solid. Getting my greasy paws all over it. They just got some of their directions here. You know what? I know you're not a man if you look at the instructions, but a lot of times, at least with my previous windshield, they put like a wind tunnel testing chart in there, and it was pretty cool to see that. So I want to see if we have any kind of documentation in here that may be of any interest. This looks like it might just be a legality thing. Got a 6 sticker here. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw that on the trash can later. It looks like we do have instructions. So this is an interesting installation process here. It says due to the temperature and processes of shipping, it says it may be slightly difficult to install. Maybe plastic kind of changes shape a little bit here. So it says place all the screws on one side without tighten all the way. So we're going to do, instead of rotating back and forth, we're going to do one side, stretch the windscreen to the other side. It's flexible and allows it to do that. Let's tighten those without going all the way. And then progressively tighten all the screws there. You got a little picture of, putting the screws on one side, stretching it, kind of bending it into place there, and then putting it on. That's it there. No cool wind tunnel diagram in this one, I don't think. I don't know really what we got here. A bunch of different languages and compliances. This may be something in countries where you have to have inspections or something like that. Yeah. Oh well. So let's go ahead. We'll grab this here and mock it up to the motorcycle. We'll go ahead and we will install the right side first. I'm just gonna get these in here. It wouldn't be an installation if you're not dropping stuff on the floor, right? Oh, every time without fail. So got these three slightly tightened, kind of loosen. And we're gonna go ahead and do the three on this side now. So they're all in loosely. Now I can go ahead and kind of snug them down progressively. It's plastic, threading into very, very fine threads against other plastics. So don't go crazy. You definitely don't want to crack any of this and have a bad time. So just kind of go around, do what feels snug, and then work your way back around. Now that it is on the bike, you can obviously see, compared to the one that we took off there, this is a much lighter finish and the angle is way more back. So rather than the other one being kind of more straight up and over, this takes more of a drastic approach to kind of angle it up and back. And what's really neat about this is it's a heck of a lot taller. So when I placed my hand up here on the prior windshield, I think it was more like this rather, it stopped about there. So you can see here, the top of my wrist was about the top of the other windshield and it angled kind of straight up more. This, on the other hand, is tilted more back towards me, the rider, and it's a good couple inches taller there. So that's neat. You do have a lot more transparency, but it's smoked so it doesn't look terrible. It's not like this giant riot shield. These little ears are very, very interesting. It doesn't have really much flex or anything to it. I'm going to be curious to see what that feels like when I'm riding, but it's not bad at all. I'll go ahead and come back here. So you see what I mean? This is kind of why I went with a smoked version instead of a totally black one or even a dark smoked one, because being on the bike now, you are looking through this way more than you would have been on this windscreen here. The way this one sat, and let's see, I can probably get them on top of each other. The way that one sat, it was way more down there, kind of more just like an appearance thing, where this is actually a functional windshield. So to kind of put them up against one another, you can see that there. All of this is your extra material. So that's going to be very noticeable when riding. There's a lot more surface area of this to kind of deflect the wind. Am I going to love it? I don't know. We're going to have to go for a ride and see. Our fall spring is over and it's going to be 35 degrees and raining and snowing for the next week now. So this video is not going to have riding impressions of it. However, another thing I'm stoked to see is if this is going to make it easier to motovlog. The biggest problem I've always had with this bike is wind noise. So I've got this on here now, and I feel like these are going to make a big difference when it comes to wind noise. So only time will tell if that is true or not. But I can't wait to give it a try and see. That is going to wrap it up for this video. If you do have any questions, go ahead and drop it down in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the new windscreen, and we'll see how it works out in a future video here. This is Mike from the Focus Garage signing off, continuing with the iron butt prep for the FZ1 here. So now we can see it's pretty much ready to go. We've got the windshield now. We've got all the luggage ready to go. We've got the cruise control. That's it. The oil is changed. I'm ready to go kind of test this in more of its touring setup now. So I will update when we get there, and I will catch you guys in the next video.